Next topic is examples of electrolysis. First example which is there in your syllabus is electrolysis of molten lead bromide. Students, all these examples are very important from examination point of view. So first one, electrolyte used in this case is molten lead bromide. That is, lead bromide is taken in the molten form. When it is heated at a temperature above 380 degrees Celsius, it changes into liquid form, and in that liquid form it is good conductor of electricity. As in the solid state, there is a strong electrostatic force of attraction between lead and bromide ion, so it's very difficult to pass electric current through it. Electrolytic cell is made up of silica and electrodes are made up of graphite plates. Cell is made up of silica because of two main reasons. First is silica is non-reactive, it does not react with the electrolyte. Second is silica can also withstand high temperature and is almost a non-conductor of electricity. Electrodes are made up of graphite plates, both cathode and anode. Ions present in the electrolyte are Pb positive 2 and Br negative. Pb positive 2 being a cation, it will move towards the cathode. At cathode, it will gain 2 electrons and changes into neutral lead, and a grey metallic lead is deposited at the cathode. At anode, anion Br negative will lose 1 electron and changes into Br. 2 Br atoms combines to form reddish brown gas bromine. So observations are dark reddish brown fumes are formed at the anode and silvery grey metal lead is formed at the cathode. Now, why graphite anodes is preferred to other inert electrodes such as platinum? Because graphite is unaffected by reactive bromine vapors. Second example which is there in your syllabus is electrolysis of acidified water. As you know, pure water is a bad conductor of electricity. Therefore, we will add little amount of acid, that is dilute sulfuric acid, to water, which makes water good conductor. Now, why dilute sulfuric acid is preferred? Because it is non-volatile. So, electrolyte used here is acidified water, in which sulfuric acid behaves as a catalyst. So it is an example of catalysis reaction. Electrodes are made up of platinum. First ionization reaction. Water dissociate to give us H positive and OH negative. Same way sulfuric acid as an electrolyte dissociate to give us H positive and SO4 minus 2. H positive being cation, it will move towards cathode where it will gain electron and form H. 2 H atoms combines to form hydrogen gas. At anode, we have 2 negatively charged ions, but OH negative is present lower in the electrochemical series. Therefore, it will be discharged first. It will lose electron to give us OH, and OH atoms, they combines to form water and oxygen. Now students, here one important question is there, that why ratio of hydrogen to oxygen is 2:1. So simple, from the balanced equation only, 4H positive gain 4 electrons to give us 4H, and 2H and 2H atoms combines to give us 2 hydrogen molecule. Same way, the number of electrons lost by OH negative is gained by hydrogen, and when 2OH combines with 2OH, it results in the formation of 2 water molecule and 1 oxygen. So when water, we pass electric current, it decomposes to give us 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. That is why the ratio is 2:1. Now third example, electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate using copper as electrodes. Now electrolyte used here platinum as electrodes. Electrolyte used here is aqueous copper sulfate, or you may say saturated solution of copper sulfate. So when we pass electric current dissociation, CuSO4 dissociate to give us Cu positive 2 and SO4 minus 2. And water is also present as an electrolyte which dissociate to give us H positive and OH negative. Now we have two cations, both will move towards the cathode, but Cu positive 2 is lower in the electrochemical series, therefore it will gain 2 electron and changes into red metallic copper, and OH negative will lose electron and form oxygen gas at the anode. Now student, here is one important note which is given in your book on page number 113. The blue color of copper ions in the electrolyte solution fades. Why it fades? Because we are using Cu positive 2 ions of the electrolyte which is moving towards the cathode, and when it gains electron it changes into neutral copper. So at the end, copper ion completely finishes and the solution, it becomes colorless. So blue color is only because of Cu positive 2. Last example is electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate but using copper as active electrode, as anode is made up of copper. In previous example, we were using inert electrode which is not participating in the process of electrolysis. But in this example, anode is made up of active electrode, that is copper. Electrolyte is same, dissociation reaction is also same, even the reaction at cathode is also same. But as anode is made up of active electrode copper, so this copper, it will lose 2 electron and changes into copper ion, and this copper ion, it will move towards the cathode where it will gain electron and changes into neutral copper. So as a result, the blue color of copper ion in the electrolyte does not fade. Why so? Because we are not using Cu positive 2 of the electrolyte, rather this Cu positive 2 is coming from the anode where copper anode is losing 2 electron and changes into Cu positive 2. Thus the concentration of Cu positive 2 in the electrolyte does not changes, it remains the same, therefore blue color does not fades. This finishes with examples of electrolysis.